Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about why stress kills your metabolism. So this kind of goes over why chronic stress leads to metabolism breakdown and problems with that. So basically how I'm going to go over this is just explain like what cortisol does and why an elevated cortisol is bad for you. So basically when we get stressed out, our cortisol rises. Everyone pretty much knows that. But what happens is with this chronic elevation of stress, whether due to physical, psychological, or a blend of the two, it doesn't have a way of coming back down. So your stress stays elevated, cortisol stays elevated, which breaks down daily functions of living. For a short period of time, this can be beneficial, like during a fight or flight response, where you're being chased or attacked or something. But then if you have a perceived chronic stressful situation such as daily traffic, too much to do on your to-do list, not enough sleep, no time for yourself, those sorts of things, that is going to lead to chronic stress and elevated cortisol. So when your cortisol is elevated, what also happens is that your insulin is continuously released, because your insulin is used to create glucose, and then that glucose is what helps your body with energy to evade that fight or flight response. But since you have elevated cortisol, elevated insulin for a long period of time versus a short period of time, that's going to wreak havoc on your body, basically. So elevated insulin, is going to be eventually become insulin resistant over time, because if your body keeps releasing it without anything to use it in our body, then that's going to lead to insulin resistance, and then our body isn't going to recognize that anymore. Eventually can lead to type 2 diabetes, even if it's left unhandled for a very long time. So all this is over a period of time too, guys, don't forget that. So basically with this elevated cortisol, it's going to shut down your daily functions like sex hormone production, digestion, your blood pressure increases, your heart rate increases, to get ready for that fight or flight response. But nothing of that effort comes over in a chronic situation. So your body has no outlet to get rid of it. So things that we can do to bring down our stress levels, of course, would be to, just relax. Easier said than done, right? A lot of people think that exercise is one of their outlets. It is mentally, but physically now you're creating a stressor. So things like that you need to keep in mind. So you can't, over exercise, but also don't under exercise. Do, activities that have good outlets for yourself, like journaling, reading, writing, anything creative that you can do. This creates time for yourself and creates better relationships with other things as well. With training, what you can do is mix your high intensity with lower intensity things that'll bring your body into parasympathetic mode. So these sorts of things would be like a morning walk, nice light activity. A lot of people like to do their fasted exercise in the morning. Instead of, going and running or doing a high intensity activity, go outside, go for a walk. That brings down cortisol, helps you get ready for the day. I like to listen to a nice podcast or read a book while I'm doing that in the mornings. Doing restorative yoga or like breathing activities, that really is known to bring your cortisol down as well. That's scientifically studied, actually. So just try to incorporate some of these things into your daily routine. It can be little by little as you go. You definitely don't have to make big lifestyle changes, but stress management for sure is one of the hardest things to change, as well as getting used to managing that throughout your life. I believe it's a lifetime struggle to have to worry about that, but in our lives today, especially with this past year, like things are so stressful that you need to have that kind of outlet and a way to get rid of all that extra stress, because all in all, it's just going to make your life better. So if you have questions on any of that, please shoot me a message or comment on the post below. If you're interested in coaching or anything like that, I have an application in my bio. Otherwise, just shoot me a message. So hope this helped anyone. Otherwise, have a good day.